All right, YouTube, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. It is Saturday, May 24th. We got game number 3 of the Timberwolves and Thunder game. I am on the road, so this video is probably going to be a little bit shorter than normal, but we're still going to go through the game. I'm going to give you my prediction on the side. I'll give you my prediction on the total, and then I got a same game parlay as well as a first quarter play that we like in this game. So a lot coming at you in a shorter video here. In terms of yesterday, we had one play on that Knicks Pacers game. Josh Hart over in rebounds plus assists, really didn't even sniff it. I feel like the NBA playoffs, since our good run, right, has been like death by a thousand paper cuts, which hopefully we can manage. There's not that much more yet. Still have had a good NBA year, but unfortunately, yeah, I feel like, we have some good looks, and then we just give it right back, which these lines, these plays are all so scrutinized by the books and whatnot, so it kind of makes sense. But guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I know we're going to get comments about, the whisper voice and all that. Just being respectful to the ones around me, so if you feel like I'm whispering, sorry about that one. But let's go ahead and dive into this. So we got the Timberwolves here, 2.5 point dogs at home, obviously down 2-0 in this series. I would say in terms of a side lean, I still can't get away from OKC. And the fact that you can get OKC money line at minus 142 seems like it could be a decent spot. It's not where I'm going in terms of a final play, but until I see some late game, not heroics, but late game execution out of this Timberwolves team, I don't really put them in the same realm as the Thunder when it comes to the push come to shove, like clutch moments of games. So unfortunately, yeah, I'm kind of rooting for a good series at this point. So I guess in game 3 here, psychologically thinking and rooting that I want the Timberwolves to keep it close because I don't necessarily want just like a cakewalk into the finals for the Thunder. But ultimately, I do think that they are that much better of a team. So I'd take the 2.5. I'd lay the 2.5 points as the Thunder. But again, we have a first quarter play. That's a first quarter spread that we're actually liking a little bit more than that. In terms of a total, so this one's at 218, and so far, game 1 went over this number, right? Game number 2 ends up not. So, or is it? Yeah, game number 1 went over. Game number 2 did not, right? So I do think that we have a little bit of a spot to consider an over yet again. I think that this is a Minnesota team that, yes, they play slow, but when they get in those half court sets and whatnot, and I've been kind of trying to maintain this opinion, even though it hasn't fully been coming to fruition, when Minnesota is in these half court sets and playing half court basketball, the Thunder should dominate them. Even though the Thunder love to run, they're one of the best transition teams. I do think Minnesota's baskets come easier when in transition. So at home here, hopefully their shots fall. The percentages can't stay what they're at. I'm going to lean slightly to the over 218. Now, in terms of two plays that we've already thrown in as final plays, so these will be in with the final plays if you keep an eye on the pinned comment here. Play number 1 is simple, kind of giving Minnesota the benefit of the doubt here and thinking that, okay, they're at home in a must-win, what feels like a must-win, I should say, situation. Give me the plus point 0.5 in the first quarter at minus 112. I believe that's over on DK. Everywhere else is in minus 115, minus 120, so a few cents of value there as well. They, in terms of at home, have covered in 8 of their last 10 games, all 3 home games against the Warriors as well. We've seen them kind of battle in the first quarter here, right? Game number 1, game number 2, they even kind of hung in there. I think we were a half point from covering that first quarter spread. So I think that they have the ability to go out there and do that today, especially being at home, especially with everything surrounding. So yeah, for the reason of kind of trying to change up the momentum and being at home now, and the fact that they play well at home, I do think that we could see, even a tie would cash us here because we get the plus point 0.5. And again, a little bit of expected value. You can even see the EV logo with the outlier screenshot there. Play number 2 is a same game parlay over on FD, and I don't think that you're going to be able to beat these odds, at least the books that I have access to. Randall for 15 plus points, Edwards for 20 plus points, and then Shea for 25 plus points. It's like a reverse ladder. We're not taking a player and then laddering the stats. We're doing like 3 different players and laddering up as we kind of go, right? Minus 115, I was plugging this into other spots. You're looking at minus 130s and minus 135s, which I still think that that's honestly somewhat of a fair price for the play that we have here with Randall, Edwards, and Shea. Randall didn't have a very good game in game number 2. We know that. We rolled with him over 19.5 points. He finished with 6 points. So if I had the womp womp, I'd drop it on him right now just to get that bad juju out of there. But at home here, should be able to bounce back. He's had at least 15 plus points. I had this up in front of me. see if I can find it. Julius Randle at home this year, right? 15 plus. Again, this is an alternate line. His normal line is 18 and a half. So if we look at him for 15 plus points at home, well, first off, on the season, we got both those numbers. On the season here, he said this in 63 of 81 games, right? Filter that to home, he's done it in 84 games. And the last time he had less than 15, he battled back with 22 points and went on a 5 game streak of that at home. So I do think that this is a good spot for him to bounce back. Edwards, hoping he can kind of just be the guy that's taking all the shots for Minnesota, as long as Reynolds gets his 15. And I don't necessarily know if I have to explain why we like Shea for 25 plus points, right? That guy should be getting to the line, should have the ball a ton. I think that this one comes down to hopefully Randall taking care of business, because I do like the idea of Anthony Edwards with his back against the wall to have a nice little game today. So those are going to be the two plays again. I do still lean Thunder full game, but in the first quarter, locked in Thunder, Minnesota plus the 0.5 points, and then on the player prop end, none of those lines absolutely jumped out to me as standalone lines. So we kind of tinkered and massaged these lines a little bit, brought them all down. Julius 15 plus, Edwards 20 plus, and Shea 25 plus. But guys, that's gonna wrap it up for today's show. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. Like I said, it is a quicker one. We are traveling, so the next couple days will be, or the next day will be a road video. But at least we only have these one games to talk about in the NBA and whatnot, right? So we can still kind of go through it and break it down. Not to the same extent, but that'll be for when we're home. So hopefully you guys do appreciate it. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button down below. Comment 7. You made it almost to the 7-minute mark in this video. We'll catch you guys in the next one, right? Peace out.